Hey, welcome to episode 197 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about fraud alerts and how they can actually protect you. So, if you guys don't know what a fraud alert is, what it is, it's actually just a notice that's placed in your credit report and it informs creditors and it verifies your identity before opening a new account and extending credit. So, think about it like this: if you guys ever have fraud, or if you are a victim of you suspected fraud, or if you're not on deployment, having a fraud alert on there can just basically let creditors know, hey, listen, I had fraud in the past, or I possibly thought I had fraud, or I'm on deployment. Double check that this is me before you extend any credit. That's what I just think about when it comes down to fraud alerts. Now, it's different types of fraud alerts. I actually made sure that I took a snippet from my blog so I can show you guys, especially for those people that like to learn more or dive deeper. I try to be very vague in the videos in a way so that you can go and read more, because sometimes you don't know if you're listening to something that don't apply to you. But if it applies to you, then I definitely have more information, because some of you guys may not have to do fraud alerts, but you can go to the blog and learn more about it if you do. So the different type of fraud alerts is, you got the initial fraud alert. The duration of this is going to last about 90 days. It's available to anybody who suspects that they may have been a victim of fraud or identity theft. You can just suspect it. And let me actually take this down and say that when you can suspect it is when you get an email from AT&T or a company saying, hey, sorry, your information has been compromised, we are taking care of it. You can suspect it at that point too, because sometimes people can use this to their advantage, surely. So if you just suspect it, like, that is a reason to suspect it. You getting inquiries, that's a reason. Then you definitely want to at the initial fraud alert. Now, you can have an extended fraud alert, and that's going to last 7 years. And this is from confirmed victims of identity theft or fraud. Like, this is confirmed. So you can get the initial one for 90 days. That's if you suspect it. But if you can confirm it, you had the identity theft or fraud, then it can last up to 7 years. Now, they actually have an active duty military alert, and I kind of just bulked it into a fraud alert, but it's an active duty military alert. It lasts 12 months. And this is for anybody that's on active duty. And think about this as like the initial alert, but it's designed for those in military service, and it prevents fraud. And the initial one is 90 days. This one is 12 months. So definitely, if you're being deployed right now, then you on deployment, you definitely should put that on there, because you're not going to be applying for credit. And just always think about, if you ever suspected fraud, you rather be prepared than not be prepared. Seriously, you don't want your whole life to be ruined based off identity theft or fraud. So fraud alerts can definitely protect you. You can also say, call me at this number. Like, this is my phone number. You can put different things in your fraud alert, especially if you know for sure that you have had fraud in the past, or people have your information, because we can't just change our socials. If you know what I mean, you have to just learn to protect it and put up extra barriers. So you definitely can place them. So the next question is like how to place them. You guys can just call each bureau literally and tell them to place the fraud alerts. That's all you have to do. Just call them, provide your personal information, and then receive some type of confirmation that they do have it in effect. Okay, so you want to make sure that they actually placed a fraud alert on there. And if you want to see your fraud alert, if you guys have an Equifax account, I just think Equifax is easier. This is where I really seen it. If you guys have an Equifax account, you want to know if you have one, or you want to like see when it's actually placed, go log into your Equifax account. And then I think when you look at your credit report or in the personal information section, you can see if it's fraud alerts on there. And then I believe you can actually place the fraud alert online. So call these bureau too and see if you can place it online, because now thinking like Equifax, you can't place it online. Just have their online account, and they give you your credit score for free um, every month. So that's nice. And you can do disputes right through Equifax for certain things, because and if you guys do this piece online, then we're giving them, so you guys are giving them so many different rights, especially when it comes down to possibly suing them. But definitely you can place it online for Equifax, but just call the bureau. So the impact of a fraud alert, that's another thing that you need to know. So the impact of it is that the creditor is now going to verify that you are who you say you are. When your social security number is on an application and they get that fraud alert, they're going to really verify that you are who you are, because if not, they can get in trouble. We got permissible purpose when it comes down to these inquiries. So definitely the creditor is going to now verify. And the fraud alert does not necessarily block access like a security freeze. If you want to make sure nobody can get it at all, then you need to do a security freeze. But it's just an extra layer of verification. Think about how when we log in, we got the password to a website, and then maybe they say, hey, I need to text you a code. That security, I mean, the fraud alert is kind of like that. The fraud alert, you can think of that as that extra code you got to get as verification. So keep that in mind. And it may impact your credit application. So you may need to provide additional documentation or answer different security questions when applying for credit. So if you guys have fraud alerts, understand that you probably have to go through extra steps. So when it comes down to fraud alerts, you can literally just call them and tell them you want to get them removed too. Say if you have a fraud alert, you find out you don't need it anymore, or if it's just too much, or whatever case may be, then you can have it removed. I believe, I don't know when this was, but I remember when I added a fraud alert on my credit reports, because I had some problems with fraud. But I just feel like when I was applying for things, it caused so many different problems, and I just literally called them and told them to remove it. And unless you really do have fraud going on, you just probably shouldn't have it on the fraud alert on there, literally, because it just shows like right now I'm having fraud problems. So they're going to be very like, see if they even want to give you cards and stuff like that too. That's my personal opinion. Now, the fraud alert versus security freeze. Don't forget, security freeze is a total lockdown. Like nobody's looking at your credit, period, until the security freeze is off. Okay, you can call the credit bureaus and have this put on too. And a fraud alert is just saying, hey, I know you got the application, you was able to pull my credit, but just verify that I am who I, say I am. Like double check with me because somebody else got my social, and it's a possibility that they could apply for this. And that's what I think about it. And I want to break it down in how I think about it, because that's how it is. Because you could just simply say a security freeze is nobody can look at it. A fraud alert just says, hey, call me, but think about how fraud can really happen, you guys, and be careful when it comes down to fraud. That's why I'm happy that we're going through these different sections. And I do have a 14-day free trial to a company called Aura. So definitely check them out, because this is what they do: fraud alerts and security freeze. And at first I didn't even think Aura was a big company until I was watching a basketball game. And I'm like, wow, they're huge. They're everywhere. They had them on some of their jerseys. I'm like, okay, this is amazing. But it's good to have those fraud alerts and security freezes and another company like Aura to help you look at anything else that could be hurting you or letting you know about these fraud alerts. But let's go ahead and check out my website, and I'll see you guys in episode 198. Now, for those people this is your first time watching my videos, I definitely want to show you all my website. So on my website, I have a lot of stuff that's catering to those people that need to build their credit, who don't have credit at all, or if you need to repair your credit, or if you're just looking to, maybe just get higher limits. You don't necessarily need to build it. You just want higher limit credit cards, or whatever it is when it comes down to credit cards and like the negative accounts of your credit. That is what I cater to on my website. Now, you guys can schedule a call on my website. You can see if I have any upcoming events that I'm doing. You can do a home buying application if you would like me to help you purchase a home, and also home tours. Check out some of the home tours that I did. If you guys have any negative accounts on your credit report, such as charge-offs, collections, bankruptcies, I do have a dispute letter that you can use here. It's free. I do have a dispute letter that you all can download so that you guys can work to remove those negative accounts from your credit report. Now, you have to get this letter and send it to all 3 credit bureaus, or send it to whatever credit bureau is reporting that account. So definitely come to my website. Once you fill out this, you guys will get an email, and then also I'll send you something about how you can increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. So definitely check that out. If you have negative accounts and you want to actually target them, such as you got late payments, student loans, collections, charge off, bankruptcies, then I have dispute letter packages. These letters have 6 letters in it, and the bankruptcy is the only one that have the 4. But this is the letters. These are letters that you guys can use to start removing those negative accounts from your credit reports. And it's only $27 for a package of 6 letters. In a little bit, though, I'll show you how you can possibly get this at a discounted rate. Also, utilization sheets. I always show people how to balance out their credit cards, and I have a utilization sheet here where you can track all your credit cards. You can know what your utilization is, and it's going to actually help you pay down your credit cards. If you guys have balances on your credit cards, you need to know how to actually pay it down, which ones to pay down first. This sheet would be great for you all. If you guys are looking to possibly get more hands-on help, you would like to talk to me, you want more access to me, then I do suggest that you guys get my membership. I make sure I take calls for those people that's in my membership as a priority. I do have one where you start with $1 trial, and that is going to be $79 per month. And then also have one for $99, and then it's going to be $29 per month. Or you can get lifetime access for $599. So definitely, if you want to get more hands-on help, and then also I can email you your letters that you can actually mail, and then I also can mail them for free on my end. Definitely join the membership if you want more hands-on help. Now, this right here is like my favorite part. It's the credit cards. I have multiple lists of credit cards here. So if you're looking for just the top credit cards that I like, I have that list here. If you want to pre-qualify for a credit card without a hard inquiry, I have this here. So you guys can pre-qualify for a credit card without a hard inquiry. And this one have over 45 accounts. Since this is my favorite list, because I love to pre-qualify for things without that hard inquiry, I'm going to show you a little bit of what it looks like. So you'll see a video of whatever card it is, an image of that card, apply now, so you can go ahead and apply on a website, and also have a free downloadable guide, and I have information about the card, and it's going to repeat for multiple cards, so you can see which ones you definitely like, which ones are going to help you in your journey of building your credit, or even whatever credit you want to get. Now, I have multiple lists: bad credit, students, travel, to build credit, gas, rewards, cash back. I have multiple ones there. I also have the 5 ways to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. The webinar, you can just click directly on here, and you will be able to, again, if you already did those free disputes, because this is the thing I said, the 60 points in 60 days, the webinar that you can watch. If you already did that, once you put your information in here, you should go all the way back to the actual webinar. Now, a lot of people love this part, 6 months of free letters. I can actually do your letters for you, 6 months worth of them, and I can actually email them to you and fill out all your information. All you have to do is literally put them in an envelope and mail them. So I definitely have that for you. If you want the 6 months of free letters, this is something that you have to do if you want me to create the letters for you. First off, you have to get our mega dispute letter package. All that is all of the letters that's here. Like all these packages, you get bankruptcy, charge off, collection, student loans, and late payments. You get all of these together in one. You're going to get the free letter that's here, plus you're going to get additional letters, all of that. And I believe the original price is $199, but you're getting 65% off of that. I think it comes like $67, $69. So definitely you have to purchase the mega dispute letter package. Do a 14-day trial with Aura so we can see if you guys have any type of fraud on your account. You need to be able to know if you had any type of data breaches. So definitely sign up for Aura. And all the links are here, so you can just click right here or click here. It doesn't matter. But definitely do step 2. And then step 3 is get your all 3 credit reports by Identity IQ. And it's a $1 trial for 7 days. And that's going to give us your credit report so that we can create the actual dispute letters for you. And then also the second to last step is to actually complete the application. That's what's going to give us the personal information I need to put on your letters. So definitely complete that application. And then once you have made your purchase, reach out to us so that we can see if you're eligible for the free letter service. But as long as you did all 4 of these steps, you're definitely eligible for it. And then I have a lot of different blog posts on here about the different credit 101, home buying 101 is going to come next. So definitely check out the website, Rickita.com. I will be editing the website soon, but this is what it looks like now. If you guys are interested in any credit card, you guys can definitely use this search bar here. And then also, if you're on your computer, then you can search. Actually, if you're a member already, you can search right here. I got special things for people that's a part of my actual membership. So if they want me to send certified letters, pay past due bills, schedule a call, for free credit help, sign up. Again, here are the steps that you need to actually do. So yeah, that's what you'll do if you guys are a member. Or say if you want a specific credit card you want to look up, just search whatever that credit card is, and you can see if I made some type of review on it. So here's the Apple card here. I'm going to click on it. Scroll down, you see I got the video, the card here, apply now, free downloadable guide. And then I also have some people that actually got approved for the credit card. I have some of the reviews here. But I hope that you guys love this website and you're able to find more credit cards to get approved for. You start working to build your credit and you get exactly what you want out of your credit. And last thing I want to say about my wonderful website is if you like a certain credit card, at the bottom, I'll have similar cards. These are the cards to me that's similar to the Apple card. So you can see I have similar ones down here. So you can go ahead and actually click on it and go to that next credit card. So this is the cashback card. And you can see other people say that they got approved for it. So I hope that you guys love this website. You can go into a rabbit hole looking at all the different things that's on this website. But I hope that you guys love it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Have a great day.